Hello there and welcome to the One Gun Run. This is a Permadeath survival mode playthrough of Fallout 4 with a very strange challenge modifier. Essentially, the first time I pick up a gun, that will then be the only weapon I can use from that point. Before that point, I can use any melee weapons I want or any unarmed weapons I want as my main form of dealing damage. But once I pick up my very first gun, I can then only hold that gun in my hands and nothing else. So to get things started here, I've got a security baton I can pick up. I'll also be doing a fair bit of looting of the vault. Just kind of running through this, all fairly standard for the most part. There'll only be a couple of modifiers you'll notice to what I would do, as opposed to what would happen in a normal run. So obviously we need to deal with this rad roach over here. Let's just sneak up and smack. Deal with that. And I'm just going to loot this whole place quickly. Okay, I've now reached the first point of the game where I would be able to pick up a gun. I'm not going to though, or else I'm stuck with a 10mm pistol as my gun for the entire rest of the game. Instead, I'm going to stay with melee weapons for the start, and try and wait until I get my hands on a better gun. I am, however, picking up all the ammo, because at some point I may be forced to have to pick up a 10mm. And if I do, I want plenty of ammo in my inventory, so I'm not just left with a gun that I can only bash with. And then just the final bit, yep, turn the corner. Through here there'll just be a couple more red roaches for me to deal with. That one, and then that one. Perfect, and that is the vault cleared, without me using a gun yet, so I've not got to the one gun part of the one gun run. So, stepping onto the vault platform, I'll now be asked to make my character. Because, honestly, the first bit at the start doesn't matter too much. So I'm going to switch up all of these, and then go on to the character I've decided to run for this. And it's a bit of an unusual one, I'll admit that. Yep, no strength, no perception, no intelligence. High endurance, though, going high endurance and agility. There is a plan behind all of this. It should make sense in the future. However, what I really will struggle with at the start is the fact that I'm going to be melee focused right at the beginning and I've only got one strength. That is an issue. Alright, I am now up above the surface. And it's time to start looting. However, whilst I'm looting, I do have to be very careful that I don't accidentally pick up a gun. Oh, antibiotics right at the start. That is amazing luck. Alright, yeah, I have to be very careful not to pick up a gun. Because the very first gun I pick up will be the one I use for the rest of the game. I've just picked up some explosives, and I should say I'm allowed to use explosives freely. That's not an issue, because they're not... It's basically, the things I'm holding in my hand, there'll only ever be one gun in my hands. Would be the essential shorthand rule for it. So, discover Sanctuary, and immediately into a level up. That is not a bad way to start. And let's also pick up all of that, and use that level up on Idiot Savant. Ta-da! That now means I'll have a higher chance of gaining more XP as I'm going along. So it's a good first perk to start things off. I specifically raised luck instead of focusing on endurance just for that. Now I'm just going to talk to Codsworth, get through the charisma check for some XP, and have him deal with the random enemies for me. Alrighty, whilst Codsworth is off just focusing on killing bloatflies and stuff for me, I'm going to pick up the Grognut of the Barbarian, I was about to say costume, no, the magazine. And I'm going to pick up the special book and put a point into strength. So now I'm slightly better equipped for melee combat, although, I'll be honest, that's more, I was doing that more for, just carry capacity, because such a limited carry capacity is rather annoying. Now, whilst Codsworth is off killing the bloatflies, which are actually somewhat dangerous, I am going to deal with a couple of rad roaches. Because there's some rad roaches just up here, which I'd quite like to kill. So, hello, Mr. Rad Roaches. Yep, let's get both of you. Nice and easy. Squish, squash. Done! And yep, I've taken a tiny bit of radiation damage now, which is slightly infuriating, but is something I can deal with. Now there's a couple more red roaches over here, who I do want to kill as well. Where are you? You can't hide from me. There we go. Another one down. There's one more just inside of this house. As soon as you get close enough, it will show up. There we go. So, kill that too. And that essentially is Sanctuary cured? Clawed. Cleared! Cleared is the word I'm looking for. Yeah, I know words, don't I? So what I'm going to focus on now is scrapping everything. I'm literally just going to talk to Codsworth and then scrap the entire place down to the ground for raw components. Looks like Codsworth is still in the middle of the fight here. Oh, he's got himself stuck behind a fridge. No, close the door. There we go. Alright, he's been killing some bloatflies for me, which is quite nice, because that's bloatfly meat, which will be handy. Now, yeah, we just got to get him to go along to the next bit too. Because dealing with bloatflies without a gun is a little annoying, for me at least. I don't normally play melee in Fallout 4 these days, so it's not exactly my preferred way to do things. Alright, you know what, can I? Nope, I can't. Alright, let's kill this bloatfly. Oh! There we go, I get some extra XP for that. And hey, they're all gone, and now we just talk to Codsworth, who's floating through the ceiling.
Thanks for trying, Codsworth.
That is all now done and out the way, so now I'm actually going to get on to just scrapping everything to the ground. This may take a while, so it's all going to be cut out. Okay, I have now finished the whole scrapping of Sanctuary. You will notice I am in very different clothing. I managed to find a leather coat and some fashionable glasses. That's the best I got out of it. I've also done a bit of cooking. I've looted the little cellar bunker thing at the back of that place. And I will say, I do have guns in my inventory. Not in my inventory, in my workshop. Those are from scrapping containers and them containing guns, like the safes, which are all scrapped. So I have not picked up an actual gun yet. I still just have my wacky stick. And I also got quite lucky. I've got 4 antibiotics, which I've never got that many of on an initial run right at the start. It normally takes me hours upon hours to even get that many. So, things are actually going quite well this time. And what I'm going to do now is run out of town. I'm going to loot these 2 things here. However, I'm not going to pick up the guns. I'll be trusting a fair bit for you to all trust that I'm not going to pick up random guns as I'm walking out and about. Additionally, the tire iron is now my new best weapon, because it does an additional point of damage over the security baton. So this is the thing, I can use a whole bunch of different melee weapons, but as soon as I pick up a gun, that's it. So what I'm going to do now is head over to Dogmeat, get him on my side, and then deal with all the,
What are you doing out here all by yourself?
Yep, take all of that. Yep. We're teaming up with Dogmeat.
You want to come with me, pal?
That's it.
Okay, then.
Cool. Now we're going to have a whole bunch of mole rats attacking us. So what I'm going to do is kind of shut myself off a bit, turn off the radio so the video doesn't get copyrighted or anything like crazy like that, and now wait for the mole rats to turn up, which should be any second. Here we go. I just heard the sound of a mole rat. Perfect. And now we're all going to start popping up, and hopefully Dogmeat will deal with them, because I don't particularly want to. However, I am now going to have to, because, yep, that's a lot of mole rats and only 1 Dogmeat. Okay, start whacking them all. Whack, whack, whack. Cool, 3 mole rats down. Let's try not to get attacked by any of the others. Obviously, you don't get the compass markers on survival mode. Good boy, Dogmeat. There's more. I'm still in danger, so there's more of them. Come on. I'm guessing they're not going to turn up until I go outside and they can just spawn right next to me. So this is what mole rats like to do. Come on. There we are. Let's just beat up the mole rat now. 2 hits for me to take it down. Not bad for... Attack! Thank you, Dogmeat. Sweet. So, Red Rocket is now cleared. And I'll take all the mole rat meat, because that gives me more food. And I'll also get some nice junk off of them. Alright, that now done. We now have a nice hard hat, giving us some damage resistance. And we're now going to head into Concord. However, I'm going around the blood bugs, because I don't really want to deal with them with just a old tire iron. Instead, I'll sneak down, and I want to get into this house. Can I jump through the window? It doesn't look like I can quite... No, apparently I can't fit through that window. That's no issue, though. I can just go in through the actual door. And behind this door is a guaranteed baseball bat, which is very nice, because that's my strongest weapon, and more importantly, Nuka-Cola Quantum. Absolutely amazing item right there. Even in just the base game, Quantums are pretty damn great, but in survival mode, they are essential to your survival quite often. Sweet, and there is an example of Idiot Savant giving me bonus XP. Yeah, it's a random chance, but the lower your intelligence, the more likely it is to take place. So with an intelligence 1 character such as this, I've actually got a good chance of leveling quite quickly. Now what I'm going to do is just get the fight started so that Preston can start killing all these raiders. Go on, raiders. I see them right there. So I want them to run forwards, because I do not want to be going up against all the various raiders with my puny little level 2 character who's only got a wacky stick. Ooh, there's a raider dead already, and what's a pull queue like? 19 and slow. Okay, that's not actually too good. I'm hoping one of them will have like a really good melee weapon I can use. Because I've had it before where one's had a bladed tire iron, and that's pretty much the best melee weapon you're likely to get near the start of a game. However, I don't want to get involved with them just yet, so what I'm going to do is go inside Concord speakeasy through the safe entrance here. Now inside here there's some very good loot, such as cameras and empty bottles, but honestly I'm going to take mostly everything because I've got the carry capacity for it. Obviously just avoiding getting any guns. Would I prefer... No, I don't need a point of perception. However, this should be a fairly standard loot tour. There's some drugs upstairs, and there's also... Actually, I'll show you right now, because I don't even need to be sneaking. In which room is it? This one? Yeah, in this room, there is a machete. And give me a machete. And immediately, the machete will become my best weapon. 21 damage medium. That is good. That is very good. Also, Day Tripper here. I always forget about the Day Tripper in this room. But there's Day Tripper and XL, as well as a comfy pillow. Now, I don't want to get involved with the raiders. At most, I'll be happy to deal with one of them. But no more than that, really. So I want to wait for... Okay, Preston's not shooting anyone. It doesn't mean everyone's dead. However, he's about to shout at me, isn't he? Yep. Ooh, yeah. Oh, sweet. Hit level 3. Alright, I'm going to play it safe. Now, even if there is someone there... Yeah. Lone Wanderer. 15% less damage, and carry weight increased by 50. And this does count with dog meat as well. So I've now got... Yep, okay. Are you actually going to stay out here? Because I'd like you to, because... Okay, out of time completed. You really want Idiot Savant to trigger on the quests, because then you get, like, triple XP for them. However, that did not happen for me. And where is this? Yeah, I know you're here as well. I'm getting tired, which is not helpful. I can't see where this raider is, which is quite a pain, because hopefully she's just a melee one. If she's a melee one, I don't need to worry. She's got a gun. What she... Oh, I can't see what she's got. I think she might be the melee one who was stuck at the back before. If she's got a gun, though, then I'm in trouble. Oh, let's stay out of line of sight. That's it. Where is she? I don't think she's got a gun, but I don't want to charge it, because if she has, she could take me down fairly easily. Okay, if she goes over there, I can just sneak behind her. This is all perfectly fine. She's heading this way. Why is she heading this way? Oh, too close. Too close. Oh, she's only got a tiny little... Yep, she's dead. She's dead. She's got a tiny little knife. Alright. Yep, just a standard switchblade. Sweet. That should be... Yep, that's all of them. I'm going to loot the raiders quickly, just because they'll have plenty of gear, and hopefully they'll give me something better than what I'm currently wearing. As it turns out, the raiders didn't have too much good on them, but I've got some road levers and a leather chest piece. No other leather bits though. I don't get much luck with these raiders dropping actual leather armor pieces for me. It's rather annoying. I'm now just going to quickly loot just a few bits here and there that I might find helpful, but it won't be anything too interesting, I'm sure. So I will cut ahead for you all. Alright, that's me done with Concord for now. However, I'm going to run up that way, because there's a few bits and bobs I want to get up there. Most importantly, there should be a combat knife. Yep, just up here, near the dead Brahmin, there is a combat knife. Excellent, so that's a nice fast weapon I can use. And another bit of leather. Make sure not to pick up the shotgun, Sarge. Good job. And excellent, I'm now up to 11 and 15. That could be worse. Yeah, not the best resistances, I must admit, but it's better than nothing. I'm also going to loop even up round this way, because there's a little bit more looting I want to do. There should be just a tiny little outpost, yep, here, where I can just get, yeah, some medics. That's not bad. And there's also an ammo thing in here, just some shotgun shells. I should point out, I'm picking up ammo for all the different types of weapons, just in case I don't end up getting the weapon I want to get. Because I have an idea for what weapon I want to aim to get as my one gun. However, if I accidentally pick up something just completely random, I want to make sure I have ammo stored somewhere for it, so that I'm not just stuck with a gun with no bullets, because that's not very good. Alright, I've quickly built myself... Hold up, do that again. I've built myself a little water fountain over here. Where? Oh no, I put it here. I lost my water fountain for a second. Built myself a water fountain at Red Rocket, so I can get myself hydrated whenever I need to here. I've also built myself a bed. And I am going to sleep in said bed for 8 hours. So the next day I'll start up at 6 o'clock, and I'll just be able to get on with heading towards where I need to be. Because I've got a plan for the first few episodes, because I want to have my gun by about episode 3 or 4 at the latest. Otherwise, this is just a no-guns playthrough, which, although interesting, isn't quite what you're all looking for here. However, if you do enjoy the concept of this, make sure to hit the like button so I know. Also in the comments, feel free to discuss what gun you think it is I'm going to be going for, and if you're planning on attempting this challenge yourself. If you know anyone who might want to attempt this challenge, share the video with them too, and if you're new around here and want to keep watching the series, make sure you're subscribed and have that notification bell hit. To all my subscribers and everyone watching this when it first comes out, I will be doing a double bill, so today and tomorrow will be episode 1 and 2, and then it will end up becoming a weekly series. So look forwards to tomorrow's episode, hopefully. Thank you all very much for watching, and goodbye.